Here from NoBS Photo Success, just with a quick bit of news for you and an update. I want to talk about a few things. You know what, I was thinking the other day, what is the purpose? Why do we have NoBS Photo Success? Why is it there? Where did it start from? I just thought I'd just kind of remind you, and for those newer members who don't really know, really it's all about education. We are all about education from the trenches, from real working photo studios on all dimensions and all sections of success. So there's a lot of information here in the forum for you to really take advantage of. And I personally, as many others do, believe that it's really useful information, especially if you apply it. So that leads me to my next little bit that I want to talk about, and that is the Inferno. Now, as I'm recording this, the Inferno is coming up in only about a few days. So you might be watching this after the Inferno, and that's all cool. Here's the best part of all that. We videotape all our Infernos. Now, the Inferno, in case you don't know, is a 3-day event. It sort of came about from a set of circumstances at the time. By the way, this is Inferno number 6 coming up, and it's in Toronto. But the first one we put together was really out of a set of circumstances that were very detrimental at the time, and we converted it to a very positive thing. So, and it's become a very exciting 3-day event that a lot of members enjoy. So we videotape them, we put them in the forum, so you can go back if you're really serious and dedicated about learning and studying photography. There's a whole list of speakers from one extreme, one end of the range to the other, a full spectrum of content for you to go into the forum and to rewatch at any point in time that you want to, including this upcoming Inferno, which is April 4th, 5th, and 6th in Toronto. And if you want more details on that or any upcoming Infernos, go to the Inferno website, which is infernoworkshop.com. Okay, it's pretty cool, right? infernoworkshop.com. So as we get news for the next upcoming Inferno, we will install that information there. So I hope to catch you guys there, or you can enjoy any of the videos from the Inferno workshops to your benefit. So also want to remind you too, you'll notice that there are some sidebars in here. We've got some awesome interviews. Now we've got a lot of interviews, dozens and dozens and dozens of interviews. If you're like me, you enjoy listening to what other photographers have to say, and that's the whole purpose behind interviews. Some photographers wonder, well, we're photographers, why would you want to interview somebody? Hey, look, ideas are where it's at, okay? When you get a great idea, you can visualize it, you can imagine it, you can put it into action, you can apply it and make it your own, or just simply by being inspired. So I like to do interviews with people who have a proven track record, and I want to sort of get in there and route out some of the best information to bring to you. This year we've had Sandy Pooch. Now Sandy I've interviewed before, and she's got some new updated information, and it's really exciting. So I wanted to get that information in there. Also interviewed Paul Floyd on senior photography, and Tom Harrington, longtime member. Did I say Tom Harrington? Tom Harrington is an old guy. A guy went to school with in high school. Why did that? Steve Harrington. I'm so sorry. Steve and Shelley Harrington, longtime members and moderators in NoBS Photo Success. Interviewed him last month. And just recently, I interviewed a very exciting young man. His name is Tyson Zahner, who has been with NoBS for a couple of years now. Quit his job last year. He's got himself a wonderful 4,000 square foot home/studio. Amazing. They're all amazing, amazing interviews. Okay, so they are there for you to download, burn to a CD, drop them in your iPod, listen to them while you're going on a trip somewhere, put your headphones on. If you're, what I like to do is when I'm doing wedding workflow, and weddings are the only time I'm sitting at the computer doing workflow, but I often like to listen to stuff like this. Or sometimes I'll go to YouTube and I'll say, search Jim Rohn, or Tony Robbins, or Zig Ziglar, or any one of those guys, and I'll just let it play in the background as I'm working on my weddings. And that way I get a lot of good information, a lot of good inspiration, because you know, as business owners, there's really, where do you go for that kind of stuff? I mean, you constantly, I don't know about you, but I need a constant, steady diet of motivation, new fresh ideas, new inspirations to fire up and activate my imagination. So excuse my glasses here. I just got to have a quick glance before I finish up with you guys to see if I'm missing anything. And I wanted to mention to you webinars. We've got some upcoming webinars. we have a member his name is Kyle. He's from Phoenix, and he's been helping us with our social media stuff. This guy is amazing. So we finally roped him in there, and he is going to be doing a webinar on, and I believe this is going to be part of a series of webinars. And he's going to be doing a webinar on getting ranking, search engine ranking with Google. This is an exciting topic. You'll want to check that out. And again, I remind you, if you can't make it, we record them all. They're in the forum. You can watch any of the webinars. So we've got topics. Man, do we have topics. Weddings, fusion, Lightroom, publicity, lighting, marketing, posing. We even got one by none other than our member, Danny Rabela, who has done one on an amazing job on shooting boudoir, and it's called We Shoot You Sexy. So, I think that's all I have to say. I want to remind you too, if you have any questions, you want to contact myself or the other co-founder of NoBS Photo Success, we're there for you. I get emails, and people are often surprised. They think that we don't reply to them, but I do. And James does too. And often the same day. Sometimes if I happen to be doing something near the computer and I see their email and I feel inspired to answer it right away, I'll get on it right away. And then people are always surprised. They must think that we're doing nothing. But the truth is I'm always busy running my studio, running the forum, amongst various other things. So I think that covers everything. So I just want to let you know all that. And also, my good friend Carrie Allen over at Photography Schoolhouse, you will notice if you're a member of their site that occasionally we are special guests on his ditto cams. Okay, so we kind of like hop back and forth to different forums, and that's all cool. We're all one big happy family. So if you go to photographyschoolhouse.com, you can see how you can watch us and other ditto cam sessions there. So there's always a constant, growing, steady flow of information, and it's good to stay in touch, good to stay in tune, and I'll see you guys in the forum. Don't forget, if you have any questions, feel free to email or private message myself or James. I'll see you on the inside. Thank you.